Now we will go to the battery era. We all know about battery cars now coming on the market. We've also had battery tools for quite some years, and they are very convenient to have with you if you go somewhere where there is no power source, unless of course you carry a generator on your ute. Now, they're very handy because they don't require the lead. You don't have to inspect the leads for faults. They're a lot safer and they're a lot lower in voltage. So 18 volts won't hurt you, but 240 will. So the thing is with these battery tools, they need obviously the battery to go with it, and unless it is full, nothing happens. So at the moment, there's no life in it. Also, with the fence, same as any power saw, always make sure that your fence retracts. And when you're cutting materials, try not to keep the blade too far out. So I've got that set at 18 mil. I can easily cut a piece of timber that's about 15 thick. If I need to cut things that are thicker, I will just put my base further over, and now I can cut timber that's about 30 mil thick, because you don't want the blade coming out too far, because at high speed it has a tendency to wobble or vibrate if it's out of the timber doing nothing. So keep your blade in the wood, in the cut, with only the flutes showing. The flutes are the distance between tooth and tooth, which lets the sawdust escape out. So if I've got a 35 mil piece of timber, I want to cut it, I'll set the depth at 40 mil. Obviously with thinner material, I'll retract the blade and it only cuts just above the flutes. That's just another safety thing, and it gives you a better cut without the blade shuddering along the joint. So now these tools, they come with a common battery, very handy to have. So there's a whole range, there's a whole shop full of these type of tools, all run on battery, and you can interchange the batteries as they start to lose their power. So you've always got one on charge, one in the tool. So I'll just put that in place. Right. Same principle applies. Wait for the blade to stop and make sure the cover or the guard retracts. Otherwise you'll have that dangerous blade sticking out again. It could cut you. So I used that on site where I had to cut some timber and there was no power available. So very handy tool to have on board. And this is a driver drill set that I bought several years ago. Again, very good. Up ladders on roofs where there's no power, or you have to drag the lead up on the roof. Again, battery, nothing happens. So it comes with a charger. So you slip that into there and the light will light up on this side. If the light is red, it's charging. By the time the light goes green, take it out and turn the charger off. You don't want it going too hot. So just put it back in and you're ready to go. Same with the drill. Again, we've got a keyless chuck. It will go forward, reverse on the button. So we'll go forward, backward, and again I like to keep my chuck closed when I'm storing my tools so the dust doesn't get inside. It also has a speed of 1 and 2. I've got mine set at 2 so that when I'm drilling in a material I can get a decent cut quickly. If I have to do it slowly because there's a certain depth I have to go to, then I will put it to 1. I have more control over the machine rather than just drilling and drilling. So, beautiful tools, very versatile, but again, we are dependent on the power. If the batteries are flat or there's no power, hand tools. That's why I've been taking you through the whole collection of hand tools, so that no matter what comes along, you can always do it by hand if you have to finish a job or to do a job, and we don't have the luxury outside of having either battery or power tools. So that's why you equip yourself for any situation that comes along. You've got your basic hand tools, you've got your battery tools, you've got your power tools, and away you go.